Talking to Marino Vanhoenacker. Marino, a good result for you today. You've obviously got some points in the bag now for Kona. Talk us through the race and how it panned out for you.
Yeah, I'm happy with the end result. I can live with it. Although I thought it was maybe a little bit a strange race, or how it ended up. In the swim, I think for up to like halfway there was a group of 20, and I was one of the last 2 or 3 swimmers, and it was really, the pace was really too fast for me. So kind of a way I was happy that some of them let the pack go, and we just chased them with 6 or 7 guys, and there was 12 or 13 guys gone. We lost about a small 3 minutes, which is maybe overcomable in a other race, but today, we stayed. We actually got a little bit closer the first lap to 2 minutes, and then in the beginning of the second lap, I think our group fell asleep a little bit, and obviously at that moment the front group must have exploded, and it jumped from 2 minutes to 5 minutes in 30 k's time, and then I decided to just go by myself. Before I was a little bit scared because I wasn't sure if I had this stuff already in the legs. But yeah, if they drive away for 5 minutes and I'm in the group, the tempo kept dropping to 250 watts. Then okay, this is not gonna go anywhere. So I started riding my watts, and I actually got half of that front pack by the end of the bike, and I stayed like 5 minutes behind the lead. I think 3 or 4 guys were still in front of me at transition, and until kilometer 35 I was still 5 minutes from the lead. So although I kept hearing this name and then this name and then this name, so it must have changed like every 5 minutes in front there, but I kept at 5 minutes, and then Michael and Paul Matthews came catch me really quickly on the run, so they flew to the front. I caught Axel, and then Crowe caught me at the end, so I ended up 6th. I think all in all, if I look on the watts, I think the first lap I had 280, the second lap 290, so that's about as flat as it gets. And then the run, I could keep the pace steady around 355, 405 per kilometer until 32 kilometers. So with the training I have in the body at the moment, that's already a big achievement. So and I didn't really drastically slow down. I think the slowest kilometer was 425. So I really have to be happy with the 6th place here.
Were you surprised? I mean, it just sounded like a day where you knew that they were just out there in front, but you couldn't quite get them back.
Yeah.
Were you surprised on the bike that you guys, I mean, given the caliber of athletes that were around you, that you couldn't pull them back on the bike?
Yeah, maybe I just was too afraid. Although, like I said, I pretty much did a flat race on the bike course, watts-wise. So it's really strange. Maybe if I attacked from the beginning, I could have maybe closed that 2 minutes in the first loop. I'm not even sure if that would have been possible at that time. But then I might have blown up, and I really started this race and tried to play it a little bit smarter than other times, and tried to go for at least some points. So
you sound like you were concerned, obviously, about the points and needing the points. So maybe do you think that led to you racing a little more conservative today?
Well, it might sound that I'm concerned about the points, but I was actually concerned to get to the finish line. I've had a few or more than I really like bad races, and ended up in the tent next door here. So that couldn't happen because the last one in Mexico was really bad. So I had to change that, and it's a 6th place, but it gives me a good feeling.
And from here, what would be the plan now? What's the path for you?
I have to check how many points the 6th place brings me.
I think about 1,300, 1,400.
Yeah, so that doesn't bring me anything actually. So yeah, I have to think
maybe
about
15.
it.
Yeah, it might be a bit more.
I have to look around what's going to be next. I can decide.
Yeah, and obviously the goal is still to get back to the Big Island and get a bit of redemption.
Give
there.
it another shot there, yeah. But so with 1,300, that's going to be difficult anyway. So we'll wait and see. Have a look at the schedule. What's up there?
Well, thank you so much for talking first off.